Are you an investor looking for premium market opportunities? Presenting premium and exclusive service for investors by Kalkine.
The financial sector in Canada takes up a lion's share of the stock market and constitutes around 30%. As of October 27, the sector showed a quarter-to-date increase of 1.3%. And more recently, the financial markets have been caught up due to increasing inflation along with a rise in interest rates. So amid these conditions, the Bank of Canada has announced an increase in the key interest rate by 50 basis points to 3.75%. The bank is currently hawk-eyed in its efforts to combat inflation, and this can eventually lead to reduced demand and more savings. Higher interest rates and a decrease in earnings and profits may impact the stock market, and investors should be able to tap into the opportunity for effective portfolio management. However, not all sectors of the stock market are impacted by this. Considering the past trends, financial and banking stocks have shown a considerable improvement in this environment. But for new investors, it can be daunting to make an entry and operate amid this situation. But they can still take a balanced decision and stabilize their portfolio with thorough market research. Some analysts opine on exploring financial stocks in case of a rise in interest rates. Let's explore 5 financial stocks and assess their recent financial performances. The first is Bank of Montreal. Bank of Montreal operates under 4 segments, namely capital markets, commercial and personal banking in Canada, US PC banking, and wealth management. For the third quarter, the Bank of Montreal's net income witnessed a decline to 1.3 billion Canadian dollars, while revenue was reported at 6 billion as compared to 7.5 billion for the same comparative period. On July 20 this year, the bank made an announcement of its definitive agreement to acquire Radical Group Incorporated. Another stock to eye is Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce. Canadian Imperial stands at 5th position in Canada and operates in 3 business segments: capital markets, wealth management, and business and retail banking. For the third quarter of 2022, the net income of Canadian Imperial Bank was reported at 1.6 billion as opposed to 1.5 billion the prior period. There was also an increase in revenue to, as well, $5.5 billion in the third quarter. Next is the Royal Bank of Canada. The Royal Bank of Canada is one of the 2 largest banks in the country. In the third quarter, net income was reported at $3.5 billion compared to $4.2 billion in the third quarter of 2021. The period's revenue also witnessed a decline to report at $12.1 billion as opposed to $12.7 the prior period. Now that you're up to speed, hit that bell icon to stay up to date and boost your financial IQ. I'm Holly Shields for Kalkine Media.